My man, Atsu is back with the latest updates. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? You be somewhere. You're not in a good mood today. You tell me. Talk to me, brother. What is the problem?
Eric Ten Hag.
It is you problem. Oh, my guy. You see, you need to join a better team. This is not good for your health.
And what will that be?
This is not good for your health.
Which team will that
Calm down. The most important thing is accepting and relax. We will get there. Take your time. I can't about with you.
Okay.
Now we do
Okay.
Me say, first of all, let's agree that team no Abukele. You understand?
So they are not in a good state. Let's put it down.
You need a better team. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You agree?
Yeah, I agree.
You agree? Let me call.
After 11 years.
Don't worry. I'll call Todd Boley and give you an application form.
Masa. Masa.
What is it?
Oh,
I'm giving you application form.
See.
With full authentic jersey,
bro,
with your name written at the back. Welcome. We'll sign everything.
Growing up.
We'll do this press conference.
Growing up, the women's fellowship meant something else to me. Because on Saturday and Tuesday nights, mommy will not be at home. So there's freedom to play a bit.
It's okay.
So, but as an adult,
small transfer.
Tuesday nights are for Champions League. Saturday nights are for weekend football. So anything remotely close to women's fellowship.
No, a small transfer we are trying to do now. You attempt violent. Oh, where from this violence?
Waka! We are suffering. See, we are suffering. 3-0. As the guns will say, Ayeli. Oh.
You know what?
And this wasn't a contest too.
I hear Salah say, oh, this one it could have been 6.
Yeah, and he was right. Van Dijk said same. In fact, on Sky Sports, the pundits were upset at this guy who looks better than he plays. Dominic Soboslai. Because he had an open goal to score and he decided to do some semantics or whatever. In the end, the chance was clear. Liverpool could have won by a wider margin. And they've done it before. Look, I feel almost ashamed admitting it that this could have been a repeat of some of the stuff they've done to Man United in recent times. Look, in recent times, they've beaten United 4-0, 3-0, 5-0, and 7-0 at Anfield.
I feel your pain. It is sad.
Only for us to lose, and then Ten Hag will be giving us stories. In fact, let's start with more heartwarming things. You know, the Black Princess of Ghana in action tonight. They are taking on Austria in the opening group game of the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup for Ghana. Head coach of that team is Yusuf Basigi. He says the Princesses will be ready for tonight's challenge.
Times the referees protect players a lot, so the little touch, if you're not careful, they take a penalty. So now it has given us the idea as to what to do. So I think we are going to work on that as well. For now, I'll say that we are ready. All that we're looking for, we've seen it. And it has given us hope that this team, they will live up to expectation.
Yeah, so that's Yusuf Basigi, the head coach of the Black Princesses. That game kicks off at 10 p.m. Lexis, so if you are a lover of women's football, you would want to watch that game and support the Princesses. Last weekend, there was some excellent action on the Joy Sports link with Joy Sports editor Nathaniel Atto. Dr. Freddie, who was the lead spokesperson for sports on the NDC Manifesto Committee, and the co-chair of the NPP's Manifesto Subcommittee for Sports, Akosia Minu, were on the show to talk about what the two parties have got in store for sports. Dr. Freddie spoke about what their plan is to minimize the mass player exodus after each season in the Ghana Premier League.
In the very instance that players are not paid regularly, tendencies are that they will use a lot of play time doing other things. So we are saying, okay, you can trust government always to give you your monthly allowances. That will stay whilst you wait for the main salary that would come from your employer. There has been a mass rate of exodus of footballers in Ghana. Most of them playing in areas like Togo, Kosovo, and Tanzania. It is because the playing conditions at home are not very good.
Yeah, so that's Dr. Freddie who was speaking. Also on the show, as I've indicated, was Akosia Menu, who spoke about government's intention to introduce a flat tax rate for imported sports goods.
What we suggested was import sports equipment for free. But again, advice was that you're just coming back from building, you're trying to strengthen your economy. Taxes will not go away. You can't do it, free. but you can't give a flat tax rate, which will considerably reduce the burden on private sector investors.
Now, let's talk about the demolition exercise at Old Trafford on Sunday. It was brought to you by the Egyptian king, Mohamed Salah. That goal he scored was his 10th goal in 9 appearances at Old Trafford. Old Trafford essentially has become Mohamed Salah's stomping grounds.
Yeah.
Yes. But like all good things, whatever starts will end.
What is your point?
Yes. Mohamed Salah himself has said this is his final season at Anfield as a Liverpool player. So he's not coming to Old Trafford again. At least not as a Liverpool player.
Oh, come there. He will come. Probably in a different jersey.
We don't want him in the Premier League.
He will come there.
When his business is done with Liverpool, he should move on to pastures anew somewhere else. But this is Mohamed Salah speaking after inflicting that considerable damage. He scored one and set up the 2 other goals Liverpool scored on the day.
Honestly, I had a good summer. I had a long time to just to stay with myself and try to think positive because, as you know, this is my last year in the club. I just want to enjoy it and just I don't want to think about it. But just like I feel I'm free to play football and we'll see what's going to happen next year. Nobody in the club talked to me yet about contracts, so I just like, okay, I played my last season and see it in the end of the season.
But shall Liverpool no force? He says with less than a year remaining on his contract, no one at the club has even spoken to him about a potential contract renewal. For possibly your greatest player ever, that's quite alarming. But you also have to look at the finances. Salah is on £350,000 a week. And if you combine all of his earnings, he's earning a minimum of £1 million a week. That's endorsements and other things included. So you can understand why Liverpool are a bit reluctant to improve his terms for the 32-year-old. But at least have a conversation. If you don't want him, have that conversation and clarify matters to him. And that's basically what Salah was talking about. Anyway, if you were a Man United fan and you were annoyed or disappointed by that performance, what Erik ten Hag said in the post-match presser was even worse. Hear it for yourself.
We have to build him in the team, and it will take time. So it's not like I'm Harry Potter. That is what you have to acknowledge. But it's clear we have to improve. But in the end of the season, I'm quite confident again. We will have a big chance to lift another trophy.
This man,
wow,
Lexis, he's not Harry Potter. Just said he know the pets we like. Nah, you've produced the most listless football United fans have perhaps experienced. And when you have to come and explain yourself and accept responsibility and just assure people that we know this was bad, but we're going to work at it. Like, that's basic communication 101, right? Accept responsibility. Say the obvious things that people expect you to say, and you will avoid blame. And yet, he's gaslighting all of us by saying that he's not Harry Potter and that he's won trophies. In fact, let's talk about other managers who know how to do the job, like Mikel Arteta. But he also wasn't very happy because Declan Rice, his central midfielder, was shown a red card for a very funny reason. The second yellow card that he picked up against Brighton, the game ended 1-0, and Arteta wasn't excited.
I was amazed because how inconsistent decisions can be. In the first half, there are 2 incidents, nothing happens, and then in a non-critical area, the ball hits Declan Hill. He turns around, he doesn't see the play coming, he touches the ball. By law, he can make that call, but by law then he needs to make the next call, which is red card. So we play 10 against 10, and this level is honestly amazing.
We're going to check out of session, but before we go, though, Kylian Mbappe, he's ended his La Liga drought. He scored twice for Real Madrid as they won over the weekend, beating Real Betis by 2-0. So the monkeys are off his back. Now the freedom to go and excel.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be very relieved.
Exactly. I mean, you saw the celebration with
absolutely
with the first goal.
And it's quite cute for Vinicius to also hand him the penalty, isn't it?
Yeah, they are aware of and aware to all of the little sparks that could create problems for them. They are very ambitious, very competitive individuals, so they need to make the effort to make each other comfortable. And apart from giving him the penalty, when Mbappe was receiving the standing ovation, he was urging the crowd to be a bit louder in the applause of Mbappe, which I thought was very good. Was very good.
Good stuff. Anyway, Atsu, thank you so much, and sorry for your little emotional emotional.